Brian, I'm gonna do the audio sync. How am I here? And no, I'm not talking about like the birds and the bees or the marathon I went on. I mean, how is it that right now you are watching me through a computer or TV screen?
We get it. You're talking about YouTube.
You're goddamn right. Let's take it back to 2005. Katrina's being a bitch, Bush is riding that 9/11 hype into his second term, and one pope in, one pope out. And yeah, YouTube. YouTube was invented in 2005. A little Albert Einstein guy was like, "Ooh man, you want to watch some videos? I can make a fucking website for you that does that." But on one fateful day of November 28th, 2005, the public eye would get their fucking fuck. The public eye would get their hands on a modern day masterpiece. These two lovable goofballs are Anthony Padilla and Ian Hecox, and what you just saw was the beginning of Smosh. Not really though, because technically Smosh started as a website that Anthony created back in 2002. It was their first YouTube video. It was the birth of the Smosh YouTube channel. But yeah, that simple, questionable video was the start of one of YouTube's most iconic content creators. This is gonna be a mouthful. Let's see if I can get it on one try. Listen, I haven't gotten to the main point of this video, and I really don't have time to do a full in-depth history of Smosh, so how about we pull a high school maneuver and spark notes this shit. So yeah, the Pokemon theme song video blows up, and then they're like, oh shit, how about them Power Rangers? And then the Power Ranger theme song video does well, and they're like, oh my god, sketch comedy? The sketch comedy works, and they do it for years and eventually become YouTube's most subscribed channel. Until Mr. likes to say slurs on a bridge, well, you know.
What a fucking
Throwing shade at PewDiePie, oh my god. One day Ian was like, I'm bored. So Ian is bored became a second channel for Smosh, which they eventually renamed Smosh Pit, but we'll get back to that channel in a little bit. As the years went on, we got Smosh, if you can't speak English. They did cartoons, which was one hell of a trip back in the day, let me tell ya. And when Let's Play started popping off, they were like, hey, Smosh games, we can do that too. You ain't special. Jack Black. They made a video game that I forgot existed till this very moment. Brian, look up Food Battle of the video game. That's a thing. There was the Smosh movie, which was a pretty big deal back in the day. It's not good. I'm sorry, Ian. They made a second movie called Ghostmates, which I think I remembered liking a little bit. I don't know, I barely remember it. T-Pain was in it. I'm seeing him coming around town with the... That's CeeLo Green. Oh man, that's CeeLo Green. Whoops. Then Smosh went from 2 people running the show to a lot of people running the show. I mean, god damn, there's a lot of silly little guys and gals at Smosh now. Anthony was like, hey, deuces, I'm out of here, leaving Smosh, and completely, and I mean completely, shaking the fabric of time itself. So yeah, Anthony's out, and then Smosh's old parent company couldn't defy going bankrupt. Media. That's a dumb joke. So Ian, understandably, was under a lot of stress. No more studio, no more company. He didn't even know who had the rights to Smosh. But then don't you worry, Rhett and the Legend of Zelda were like, hey buddy, come here. We help you, we take you in, we give you money. You want to play hopscotch? What the fuck was that? And that's about it. That's today's history lesson. I don't think I really missed anything, but if I did, let me know in the comments and I will make fun of you for being more smart than me. But we're all caught up and I can finally start talking about the main topic of this video. I thought I had to sneeze. Nope, it's burp. Look, it's no surprise that Smosh has changed over the years. I mean, listen, if you start a project and you keep it going, as the years go on, it's going to change and mold into something that hopefully you're proud of. The thing is though, as the years go on, the whole process could make something that started off good not as good anymore. And something that started off good had a little bit of a rocky patch, but till this day is still getting its praises. So how does the internet feel about modern day Smosh? It makes me want to rip out my fucking hair, let me tell you. It's a mixed bag. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, still love and support Smosh. But then there's a lot of people, mostly on Twitter and TikTok, that always comment, "Where's Anthony? I miss when Smosh was a friend group and not a company." And hey, go to therapy and learn to accept change. I ain't talking about quarters, bitch. But how do I feel about Smosh? And honestly, I've been watching since the first ever food battle, I think. And yeah, for a couple of years I did fall off of Smosh. I didn't watch it. But during the pandemic, I did start watching them again. And now I'm still watching them in 2023. And I gotta say, I don't think Smosh has ever been better. I truly think that Smosh has hit a stride. They're just chilling, making content they want to do. They're coasting, and I think it's really paying off for them. Now, of course, I don't know or work for these people, so I can't comment on how well they're doing financially, company-wise. I don't know. I can't comment on that. And frankly, that's none of my goddamn business. But to drive my point home and why I think Smosh is the best it's ever been, I'll be looking at their three main channels, Smosh, Smosh Pit, and Smosh Games, and kind of going over the content and hey, giving you some suggestions of what to watch if you were an old-time Smosh fan and you want to get back into it. So first, we have the main channel, Smosh. Now, while Smosh does occasionally do sketch comedy, nowadays they mainly stick to improvised skits. And I get why people don't like that, because a lot of Smosh people were basically raised on sketch comedy, but honestly, I like the improvised stuff more. One of the series that Smosh does is called the Funeral Roasts. They pretend that one of the cast or crew members has died, and instead of mourning them, they roast them. I went on Facebook a couple days ago and I saw, I was reading the comments, because they post those videos on Facebook too, and I was scrolling through the comments. A lot of Facebook moms do not like the funeral roast videos. Oh my god, there's so many comments saying, "Don't joke about this. It could happen." It could? It's going to happen one day. Everybody dies. What do you mean it could? What's really cool is sometimes they have special guests on the show, like Ted Nipison, Jack Films. I don't know. Who else did they have? I wrote it down. They did the roast of Ted Nipison, Jack Films, and Rhett and Link. Overall, I think the funeral roast are, a cool idea, and I think they're really funny, and I hope it's something they keep doing. And the last series I'm going to talk about is their most recent series that they started, Let's Do This. Dude, why am I so fucking burpy? Basically, they take a problem, like too much air being in a Lay's chips bag, and they come up with solutions/inventions to fix the problem, and whoever has the best solution/invention wins the video. I just wanted to shout out that series because I can tell they really enjoy doing it, especially Ian, man. Hey, Mr. Heacock, you're on a groove, man. Keep doing your thing. Okay, moving on to the second channel, Smosh Pit. Now, when it comes to the whole improvised side of Smosh, this is where you're mainly gonna see it. Usually it's just improvised games, or they're just hanging out like a bunch of little devious creatures. The first series I'll talk about is Reading Reddit Stories, which is basically the crew sits around a sits around the couch and they read Reddit subreddits. Is that the lingo? I don't go on Reddit a lot. They go on subreddits like r/am I the asshole and read the story and decide if this person is stinky or not so stinky. I think what I like most about this series is that it's uploaded like every Saturday morning, time zones apply, and it's just a nice chill way to start my day. I treat it like a podcast, really, like while I'm making breakfast. It's just a calm, simple show, and it helps me get my morning started. It's a cool show. You should watch it. And I can't move on from Smosh Pit without talking about their probably the most famous ever Smosh series, besides Food Battle, Try Not to Laugh. Basically what Try Not to Laugh is, one of the cast members sits on a chair and the other cast members do something to try to make the cast member on the chair laugh. If the cast member on the chair laughs, they get shot. No, they don't. They just spit their water out. I know, it's a joke. Who am I talking to? I think Smosh knows that Try Not to Laugh is their most famous series because there's 100 and something of them. So, keep doing that. I like them. Watch it. You should watch it too. Moving on to Smosh Games. Smosh Games. They play video games. Sometimes board games. But no, I do like Smosh Games because in their videos, they do make twists for their videos. They're not just sitting down playing a game. I mean, they are. What I'm trying to say is they do little twists. Like, for example, when they play Mario Party, the goal is to lose, not to win. They also have a long-time series on the channel called Board AF Legacy, where they play this board game that's like inspired by Dungeons and Dragons. And basically the series is about 4 characters that the cast plays, and they start in like the 1800s, and they've been doing it for a while now. They're actually up to the 1960s, which is pretty cool. It's a cool series. I don't watch all of them, but yeah, it's a cool, chill series. And that's really all of the Smosh content I have to talk about. Besides the live shows they do, that's pretty much all Smosh is doing nowadays. And I don't want to make it sound like that's not a lot, because it is a lot. I mean, they post like 4 or 5 videos a week. I post a video a month and I feel completed. But overall, I feel like Smosh truly has never been better. I feel like they've really hit a stride with everything they're doing, and I think it's because they're not under a company anymore that's basically running the show for them. They're running the show now for themselves, where they can make the content they want to make, and I think the outcome, it really shows that they're doing good right now. The cast members, they're funny, they're good actors, they know what they're doing. The crew, they have some pretty good writers, I would say. Just all these people coming together are making really cool content, and it kind of bums me out when people are like, I miss the old Smosh, where's Anthony and stuff. Just stop. Just look at it for what it is, and I think you'll grow to enjoy it. But hey, Smosh, if you're looking for some new cast members, consider this is my audition tape, please. But yeah, everybody, that's basically all I have to say for this video. Let me know what you think about Smosh, and just don't be negative in the comments for the sake of being negative. Have some fair points if you're gonna be negative, and let me know like your favorite Smosh memory if you grew up watching Smosh. Like, comment, subscribe, support me on Patreon. All of that is, I gotta do that again. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe is free. It helps me out in the long run because I want to do this full time one day. Support me on Patreon. All my links to my socials and Patreon are in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you to my friend Brian, my new editor, for editing this video. And I will see you guys next time.